Have you ever noticed that certain people walk into a room and you immediately know that they're wearing something different? Not better, just different. Something that doesn't smell like every other person on the elevator. That's usually niche perfumes. And today, we're talking about why. Welcome to Scent of the Day. I'm Dr. Derrick Robinson, founder of Humeur Fragrance. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on one of the most misunderstood distinctions in fragrance. What actually separates niche perfume from the mass market and designer fragrances you find at department store counters, and why more fragrance lovers are making a switch. Let's start first with the business model because it drives everything, right? A major designer fragrance house, a legacy brand selling through department stores and duty-free global shops, has enormous overhead, marketing budgets in the hundreds of millions, celebrity licensing deals, retail shelf fees, distribution chains across countries. All of that has come to a cost, but it has to come from somewhere. It comes from the fragrance formula. You see, to hit the price point that works within the distribution model, while still turning a profit margin, large fragrance houses work within budget constraints on ingredients. They use more synthetic materials, more standardized accords, more safer mass market compositions designed to appeal to the widest possible audience. It's not a criticism. It's actually good economics. But it's why so many mainstream fragrances start to smell similar. Niche perfume brands operate differently. The word niche here in fragrance doesn't mean obscure. It means the fragrance is the product, not the marketing vessel. Niche brands, especially artisanal fragrance makers, spend their resources on ingredients, formulation, and craft rather than celebrity campaigns and department store placements. The result is fragrance with a point of view. Niche perfumers tend to use higher concentrations of fragrance oils, which is a part of why the sillage and longevity can be markedly better. They're also more willing to use unusual and complex ingredients: oud, real sandalwood, vetiver, unusual musk, because they don't need to pass through the same mass market approval committees. You get the fragrances that challenge you a little, that take a moment to fall for. That smell like someone made a decision rather than a focus group did. And handcrafted fragrance takes this step a little further. When a perfumer is blending a small batch, mixing every bottle by hand, and maintaining personal quality control over every batch, the fragrance carries an authenticity that large-scale production simply cannot replicate. You can feel it when you open the bottle. That is why small batch, cruelty-free fragrance has become such a significant force in the industry over the past decade. Fragrance consumers, especially buyers in the 25 to 45 age range, are increasingly making purchasing decisions based on transparency, values alignment, and the story behind what they're wearing. They want to know who made it and why. Humeur exists exactly in this space. Every bottle is blended and bottled by me in small batches using premium ingredients. There's no factory line. There's no mass market formulation committee. When I create a scent, I'm making the decision about what I want it to say, what mood it should create, what emotion it should anchor. And every ingredient is the blend is there for a reason and no other. That's the artisanal fragrance means. And honestly, I think you can smell the difference. That's your scent of the day. If you've never tried a niche or artisanal fragrance before, our sampler pack at humeur.shop is the perfect starting point. 4 handcrafted scents, 1 experience. Come find us on Instagram at humeur.fragrance And if you find today's episode gave you a new perspective on the fragrance world, share it with someone who loves a good scent. See you tomorrow.